I love these kitchen scales. They're well built, accurate, and have served me for years. But there's a massive catch. They're battery hungry. They take two CR2032 coin cells, the same ones you find on a computer motherboard. If you use your scales often, these things die constantly. I feel like I'm swapping them out every few weeks, and let's be honest, those batteries aren't exactly cheap when you're buying them on repeat. Each of these batteries provides 3 volts, and they're connected in series. That means 6 volt is hitting the board. But the scales use a linear regulator to drop that down to 3.3 volts. Mathematically, that means nearly half the energy from your batteries is just being burned off as heat by the regulator. It's incredibly inefficient. So why not just swap them by a rechargeable lithium-ion battery? A standard lithium cell operates between 3.5 and 4.2 volts. The problem is the scales expect 6 volts. If I plug in a fully charged lithium battery, the scales see 4.2 volts, think the batteries are almost dead, and refuse to turn on. We need to trick the controller into thinking 4 volts is actually 6 volts. The scales monitor battery life using a voltage divider made of 2 resistors. These send a signal to the microcontroller. Interestingly, the engineers designed this to only check the voltage periodically via 2 transistors to save power. Clever, but is standing in our way. Let's test the low battery threshold. Using my bench power supply, I'll start at 6 volts and dial it down. The scales pull about 13 milliamps while working. But the R2032s are usually rated for a discharge of only few milliamps. No wonder they struggle here. At about 4.16 volts, the scales give up and shut off. At this point, the voltage divider is setting roughly 1.184 volts to the controller. To fix this, we need to change the divider ratio so that the controller sees the same safe voltage even when the input is lower. The original division ratio is 0.286. To make the scales happy with the lithium-ion battery, we need a new ratio of approximately 0.338. I am soldering a 110K resistor in parallel to the upper arm. There is even a spot on the board marked with an asterisk, usually a sign that the factory uses it for calibration. With the new resistor in place, let's retest with the power supply. Now the scales stay powered on all the way down to 3.5 volts. That's the perfect empty floor for the lithium-ion cell. That is success. For the power source, I'm using a small lithium-ion pouch cell. It fits perfectly into one of the compartment space. I've also added a small TP4056 charging module with protection. It has a micro USB port. You could also use USB Type-C. So I cut a small slot in the back of the casing for the plug. I also tuned the charging current down to 40 milliamps to match the small capacity of this specific battery. So comparing to the cost of CR2032s, this mod uses a cheap battery and a charging board that cost pennies. A single charge of this lithium-ion setup should last as long as a fresh set of premium coin cells. The real win isn't just the money, it's the convenience. No more emergency trips to the store mid-recipe. Just plug it into any phone charger and you're good to go. So what do you think? Was this worth the soldering time, or would you rather just pay for a scale that takes 3A rechargeables? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this teardown and mod, hit the like button and subscribe for more DIY electronics. Catch you in the next one.